So, welcome to the deep dive. You know that feeling, right?
Hmm?
That constant hum of expectations, opinions, demands. It can make life feel, well, pretty overwhelming sometimes.
It really can. It's like we're caught in this web, always juggling.
Yeah, juggling, trying to meet all these external pressures, and meanwhile, our own energy just feels like it's draining away.
It's a huge modern challenge, finding focus, keeping our well-being intact.
So what if there was a simpler way, a kind of philosophy maybe, to navigate all this?
Mhm.
Something to help you reclaim your energy, your focus, not by checking out or becoming indifferent, but by, understanding where your real power lies.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today, the art of unburdened living.
Okay.
Our source is this really insightful book called Let Them, The Art of Unburdened Living. And we're focusing specifically on its 18 Let Them theories for a free and happy life.
Right. So our mission here is to unpack these theories, get to the core principles, and really see how this phrase, let them, which sounds so simple, how can genuinely lead to a lighter, happier life.
Exactly. It's not about apathy. It's about shifting how we use our energy, which is, let's face it, our most precious resource.
Okay, let's unpack this then
Yeah.
and see how this seemingly simple phrase holds so much power.
Well, this concept, it offers a kind of shortcut, really. A shortcut to getting smart about personal energy management, about emotional freedom. It teaches us to conserve what really matters.
So the core idea, let them, it's not about giving up.
Not at all.
It's more like an art, the art of setting boundaries maybe,
Yeah.
and consciously deciding where our energy goes. It's an active choice.
That's a great way to put it. And what's fascinating is just how much exhaustion comes from trying to control things that are, frankly, completely outside our control.
Uh-huh.
This framework just cuts right through that struggle. It brings clarity.
Yeah, and often a big source of that drain comes from what the source calls energy vampires,
Ah, yes. Theory one.
right? People who maybe they don't even realize it, but they constantly complain or whine or stir up drama.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with them isn't just about avoiding them, is it? It feels like there's an internal shift required.
That's the insight, exactly.
Yeah.
Realizing that their drama, it's their choice.
Okay.
And when you internally let them own it, you instantly take back the emotional energy they were siphoning off. It's like disconnecting a power cord, maybe, not building a wall, just unplugging from their stuff.
That makes sense.
And it ties directly into that bigger issue, trying to control the uncontrollable.
Right.
We spend so much energy trying to steer other people's actions or their words or what they decide. It's a battle you just can't win.
You can almost feel the wasted effort when you put it like that.
Yeah.
Because theory 9, stop wasting energy for free. That's such a vital point. Getting angry or sad or worried about things we absolutely cannot control, it's not just pointless, it's actively draining.
It really is. It's unproductive. It eats up our time, our mental space.
It reframes letting go, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's not passive resignation. It's an active, conscious decision to protect your most valuable resources, your time, your energy, your peace of mind.
Okay, so pivoting then. What does this mean for us? How do we make that shift? It's not just about spotting the problem.
No, it's about empowerment.
Right. The source really pushes this idea. Focus on yourself. Theory 2, asking yourself, what am I going to do today? To improve, to develop, to create my own happiness. That's the real question, isn't it?
It is. And that leads straight into theory 4. Taking responsibility for yourself is the core.
Oh.
The book is really clear on this. Our happiness, sadness, success, failure, ultimately, they stem from our choices.
Oof, that's big.
It is big, but when you really embrace that responsibility, it builds incredible strength, independence.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. The source talks about this kind of duality. Let them versus let me. Theories 5 and 6.
Yes, a powerful pairing.
Let them is about freedom, right? Letting go of other people's words, their drama, their judgment.
Exactly. Let them say what they want, think what they want.
You don't have to jump in and correct or defend every single time.
No.
And that act of just letting it go, the source says it makes us feel lighter, freer, almost instantly.
It really can. And that's the crucial point. It's not passive. While let them releases those external burdens.
Let D comes in.
Exactly. Let me is the active part. It's forward movement. It's saying,
Wait.
okay, let me do what I believe in. Let me live how I want to live. Let me take responsibility for my actions.
So it's not just waiting around.
Not at all. It's mindful, intentional steps. A declaration of, I'm directing myself now.
And this whole approach, it seems rooted in a really fundamental wisdom. Theory 7. Know what you can and cannot control.
Absolutely key. This distinction is everything.
We can control our own thoughts, our emotions, our actions.
Yes, those are within our sphere. But other people, external events, the weather, the past, the future.
Nope. Out of bounds.
Right. And truly getting that helps us use our energy so much more wisely. We put it where it actually counts, where it can make a real difference.
And that clarity, it also helps us with theory 8. Accept reality.
Which can be tough sometimes.
Yeah, accepting hard truths, maybe. Like unrequited love, or missing out on a job, or a dream that didn't pan out.
Exactly. But the source makes it clear this isn't about giving up. It's not resignation.
It's more like a starting point.
Precisely. It's the starting point for adaptation, for growth. You move forward from what is not fighting against reality.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting, I think. Because when you start living this way, tangible benefits start showing up.
They really do.
The source highlights theory 10, reduce stress and anxiety.
A big one.
Yeah. When you stop that frantic effort to control everything and everyone, stress just goes down. Anxiety lessens.
You sleep better. You feel more peaceful.
And suddenly you've got energy left over for things that actually matter to you.
And think about how this changes our connections with others. Theory 11, better relationships.
How so?
Well, when we stop trying to force people into the boxes we want them in, relationships just become more natural, more genuine. People feel comfortable actually being themselves around us.
Which fosters a deeper connection, I suppose.
Definitely. More authentic.
What's also fascinating is theory 12. You become stronger.
Mentally, emotionally resilient.
Because you're not depending on external approval anymore, or what other people do.
Exactly. You're not so easily shaken by things outside yourself.
And that strength leads to theory 13. Break free from others' expectations.
The freedom of authenticity.
Yeah, no more pretending, no more people-pleasing all the time. You can just be you fully.
And flowing from that authenticity comes theory 14, increased self-worth.
Now,
when you stop chasing external validation, you start seeing your own value. You learn to, love and understand yourself better, prioritize your own needs without needing that outside stamp of approval.
it feels like a quiet revolution inside.
It really is. Quiet but powerful.
This philosophy also offers some really practical advice for specific situations, doesn't it?
It does. Very grounded.
Like theory 15, understanding adult friendship.
Yes. Which is so different from childhood friendships.
Right. The source points out you don't need that daily contact or knowing every single detail.
No. But when you do connect, that warmth, that understanding, it's still there.
Accepting that difference prevents a lot of disappointment, I imagine.
It really does. It fosters more realistic, deeper bonds.
And it applies to leadership, too. Theory 16. True leaders are inspirational.
Absolutely. Good leaders don't need to force or threaten.
They inspire people to want to follow.
Exactly. So if we stop trying to command and just focus on being a good example, we become leaders, whether we have the title or not.
That's powerful. And finally, theory 17, which I found really transformative. Don't expect too much from others.
Ah, yes. Managing expectations.
The source says high expectations often lead to disappointment, which rings true. So the advice is actually lower your expectations.
But here's the twist. In doing so, you increase your gratitude for what people do offer.
So their actions become gifts instead of obligations.
Gifts instead. Exactly. It's a beautiful shift in perspective, isn't it?
It really is. Wow.
And maybe the most crucial takeaway is the last one, theory 18, practice continuously.
Right. This isn't a magic bullet, not a one-time fix.
No destination you just arrive at. Some days we'll slip up, we'll forget, fall back into old habits.
And that's okay.
That's okay. The point is just to gently notice, remind ourselves, and start practicing again. No judgment.
That makes sense. Because connecting it all, this whole let them idea, it's really a continuous journey, isn't it?
A journey of self-awareness, self-mastery, consistent, compassionate effort, not perfection.
So let's try and synthesize this for you, our listener, this let them theory. Fundamentally, it's about choice.
A conscious choice.
Choosing to focus your energy where it counts on your own thoughts, emotions, actions, and intentionally, consciously releasing your grip on everything else, the stuff you just can't control.
And the promise, the outcome we're aiming for is clear. A happier life, less stress, more energy to live fully.
Reclaiming that vital energy.
Exactly.
So maybe an encouragement for you listening. Start small today.
Yeah, small steps.
Pick just one thing, maybe, something you notice you're trying hard to control, but it's really beyond your influence.
And just begin the process gently, letting it go.
You might find, step by conscious step, that your life starts feeling lighter, happier.
Which really raises an important question for you to think about. If letting go of control isn't about being indifferent, but actually about radical self-responsibility and focusing your energy, what might be the very first thing you choose to let them do so that you can truly let yourself live?